Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome to my channel and shout out to all the new subscribers. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos to my channel. Also, really quick, I'd like to thank everybody that has donated. You guys are amazing. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I would like to thank everybody that has ordered a numerology report from me. If you order a numerology report from me, could you please email me and let me know that you deposited money into my PayPal. I don't always check my PayPal, but if I get an email from you, I check my emails every single day. So if I get an email from you saying, hey Gabby, I purchased a numerology report, then I'll go into my PayPal, I'll check it, I'll confirm it, and then I'll go ahead and collect all of your information. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about your energy. Have you noticed you've been feeling thirsty lately? Like a little bit more thirsty than normal? That's because you are spiritually thirsty. You've increased your water intake, or you've been drinking more juices, liquids in general, more coffee, whatever it is that you drink. You've just noticed that you've increased your intake of liquid. Well, that's because you are mentally, emotionally, and spiritually increasing your energy. When you're developing and expanding on your intuitive path, you absorb as much information as possible by searching around on the internet, like I did. When I was experiencing all of this weirdness at the very beginning of my awakening a few years back, that's what I did. I was always looking for stuff on the internet. I did things like Googled stuff. I read books. I searched for books, and then one book led me to another book, or somebody would refer a book to me. I would talk to random people. I watched massive amounts of YouTube videos. I mean, like, I stopped watching TV and I was on YouTube watching everybody and listening to everybody and seeing and listening to what resonated with me. And there were a few people that I still follow today because they really resonated with me and they really helped me out on my awakening. They helped me understand what was going on with me because you guys, I've mentioned this earlier on in some of my older videos that in the beginning, I didn't know I was going through an awakening. And I never thought anything was wrong with me because I always heard spirit. I always felt spirit. I can always see shadows. I always had paranormal things happen to me ever since I was a little girl. So all of this stuff didn't seem weird to me because it was my normal. But then these things started to happen to me. I had an increase of paranormal activity, like things moving, and I caught these things on camera. And I didn't have to second guess myself, like, did I see that? Did that really happen? Because I caught it on camera. My cats chasing things. I started recording my cat, and then I started to see orbs, and I caught them on film. If you guys want to see the orbs that I caught, I will post a couple of my favorite links down below in the description area so you can see, the kind of things that I captured. But, other things too, like physical things, mental things. I started to go through all of these crazy physical symptoms, and I literally thought I was dying. And when I was Googling my symptoms, I think I was intuitively led to a site that brought awareness that these were ascension symptoms. And I started to go through these symptoms, and I don't know. Long story short, here I am today sharing my story with you guys so you guys know you're not dying. And, as long as you check out with your doctor and you know that a lot of the ringing in the ears isn't due to you losing your hearing and, other crazy ascension symptoms, as long as your doctor tells you you have a clean bill of health, just know that you can like chalk it up to the ascension. Okay, so back to my video. So you may be doing a lot of the things that I was doing, Googling stuff, reading books, watching like a whole buttload of YouTube videos about spiritual awareness or the awakening. If you're already aware spiritually, you are absorbing energy in other ways. If you're already aware and you know what's going on with you, you're absorbing energy from your higher self, the energy waves that are coming in. You can absorb energy by meditating. This will all start to trigger mental and physical side effects. One of those side effects is extreme thirst. That's why I always say increase your water intake. Always drink water. Let me tell you guys how important water is for you for this whole transformation process. The quantity of water that you drink is so extremely important, you guys. You have no idea. It's so important for you guys to drink it during this transformation. Please just believe me, because if you don't drink it, your symptoms are going to feel way worse. Just trust me. As you are increasing your energy, you want to stay hydrated. It's so important. The water that we drink allows the electrum to flow through our bodies, which is light lowered to a density as it enters the body mass. The more water that you drink, the easier it is for the light energy, prana, life, to enter your body and to move through the physical body, rejuvenating the organs of the body. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I recommend that you drink at least a gallon of water a day. Not all at once, but at least 1 gallon of water throughout the day. Preferably, I know some people like to drink like distilled water, but I like spring water. Now, the additional water that you drink allows the light to move through the body faster. Light is an electrical force in our density, and the additional water assists the movement of the light. From your perspective, you cleanse your body with additional fluids. The additional water permits the light prana to move through your body as the prana brings new life into and through your bodies. In order for this mutation process or this transmutation process, for this ascension process to be as comfortable as possible, you need to keep up your intake of water. If you don't, your body will attempt to retain fluid in order to ensure that the element flow within your system is maintained. And you don't want that because it's very uncomfortable and you start to become bloated and it's just really uncomfortable. So it's just important. And why this is important is because during the mutation process, also known as the awakening process, you are constantly getting rid of these whole strings or sequences of proteins, dense matter, third density gunk. Full systems are being literally discarded and rebuilt within differently structured compounds, which you are receiving through water, air, and foods that are also undergoing this electromagnetic reformatting, also known as fourth density. In other words, you guys, you would find fairly high levels of excreted proteins in such body fluids as your urine. So everything that I was just explaining to you guys, the short of it is that you are literally washing away your old body, formatting and rebuilding it as you live and breathe and move within it. Not only is our mind expanding because the universe is expanding, but the energy of the earth is rising. Now we're connected to the earth. So if the earth rises in vibration, we rise in vibration. So basically, we too are going through this shift. We are all connected to everything. So as the earth changes, everything on it changes, meaning people, plants, rocks, dirt, water, everything. Everything that is on the planet is going to go through the change just like us, just like the earth. And it's changing because I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, if you're in this spiritual community and you're Googling all this stuff and you're learning, you've probably heard that the poles are shifting and we are leaving the third density. We're entering into the fourth density, causing our bodies to change. We have to adapt so we can survive. If you don't embrace the change, you will not survive the change, mentally and physically. So drink your water. Just listen to me, please. Drink your water. To learn more about this process, you can check out I have a 3-part video series on my channel, and I will link it below in the bottom part where the description area is. And I will try to stick it up in the cards at the top where these little pop-ups come down and you can click on it to watch, and you can save it in your watch later. They're pretty long. They're about an hour long each, and there's 3 videos. But they're so full of good information, you guys. I highly recommend it. If you are going through this ascension process, you definitely want to check those videos out just so you can see if anything that I'm talking about relates with you guys. Also, I want to mention, if you don't like water, because I have a lot of friends that don't drink water because they don't like water. 20 September 20. So we go. You guys, that was weird. If you just heard that, that was the TV going on, and I'm home alone, and I'm sitting here by myself, and the cat is over there sleeping in the chair, and yeah, the TV just went on. See, these weird things always happen to me when I'm home alone. So that's what that little interruption was my TV going on. That was so weird. I mean, I don't know why these things blow my mind. I should be used to them by now. Anyways, I was just saying that I have a few friends that don't drink water because they don't like water because water has no flavor. That's what they say. Me personally, I love water. I like drinking it room temperature. And sometimes I like to add fruit in my water. I like to add lemons. I love limes. I love to add limes to my water. It also alkalizes our body by adding these limes to the water, which is really good for us. It's really good for our whole entire system. So not only is water good for you in its pure form, you guys, you can eat fruits and vegetables. If you're not really big on drinking a lot of water, you can kind of have a good balance. Drink enough water that's healthy for you, but you can also get the other half of the water percentage that you need in your body by eating like fruits and vegetables that have a high water content to them to get that water into your body. And also it changes it up for you. You don't always have to just drink so much water. You can also eat, and then you get the nutrients from these fruits and vegetables as well. This kind of creates a greater lightness in the body, and it helps the body to reorganize its electrical structure. All this focusing on intuition, energy, and connectedness makes you very, very thirsty. And eventually, you will begin to make more and more sense of all of this, this whole entire process. The longer that you go through this process, it will start to come together. It's like a puzzle, those huge puzzles with the tiny little puzzle pieces. That is what this ascension feels like at the very beginning. You're looking at all of these puzzle pieces that need to be put together, and they're so tiny and you don't know where to put the first piece. That's how I felt in the very beginning. And the more and more you are on this path, more and more of these things that people talk about will start to make sense to you, and um, these puzzle pieces will start to come together for you. And then you'll start doing things intuitively. You won't even need to think about it. You'll just be guided to do them. And when you do them, they'll be the right things for you, the healthy things for you. Also, as your energy or your frequency rises, you'll start to experience paranormal things. Paranormal things will start to happen to you. Kind of like how the TV just went on all by itself. I'm talking to you guys about energy, and then energy is like, hello, I'm here. And maybe you guys will start to experience things like specks of light in the corner of your eyes, or flashes of light, bright flashes, blinding bright flashes. They're so bright and blinding. It's as if the sun is reflecting off of a mirror, and it's being, pointed directly into the corner of your eye. Or maybe you'll start to see a glimmer of light that's lingering above your head or in front of you. You might even experience colored lights like green colors, pink, blue, or maybe even purple. These are examples. I'm sharing with you my experience of things that have happened to me, and these are the colors that I've seen. I've seen green, pink, blue. I've seen purple. Um, so don't be surprised if you start to see colors around, the specks of light, or colors around people like auras, or even animals, or even rocks and trees. These, once you start opening up spiritually, there are so many amazing things that start to happen to you. And at first it seems like you're going crazy, but then after a while, after being on this path for a while, you'll realize that you're not crazy, because you're not. You're just going through a change, a shift, and you're opening up to your, I want to say, your magical self, your true self. And all of this is a part of this beautiful awakening process. So yeah, you may start to see orbs. And if you don't know what orbs are, you can check out some of my orb videos. Go back to the one, you could go to my playlist and look up the orb videos in 2015 and the ones in 2016. My house was really active for some reason in 2015 and 2016. And I'll share some of those links down below in the description area so you guys can see some of my videos. And I'm talking orbs, you guys. I'm not talking dust floating around, and these are orbs. Like, they literally come out of thin air, and they come right up to my camera, and they're kind of like waving back and forth, like hovering, going back and forth. And then they swoop down, they go up, to my foot, and they go up my leg, and then they come back in front of the camera. And they're amazing. They're beautiful. Now, again, I want to be clear and tell you guys what I'm sharing with you. All of what I'm sharing with you is my perspective and my experience. That's all. So if this video doesn't resonate with you, then you should not watch it, because you shouldn't watch anything that doesn't resonate with you and lowers your vibration. So if I'm lowering your vibration and if I'm not resonating with you, just click off this video and maybe check out one of my other videos, or just continue on your list in the YouTube feed and click on somebody's video that does resonate with you, because I don't want to lower your vibration. I'm here to raise your vibration. But the things that I do talk about and I share, the experiences that I have noticed that a lot of people also experience a lot of the things that I experience. And I know this because they watch my videos and they share their stories in the comments area. So, you guys, I'm not alone and you're not alone. We're all in this together. We're going through a shift. We're going through an ascension. So if strange things are happening to you, don't be shy. share your stories down below, because these things are happening to all of us. There is no doubt that we're changing and something is definitely happening. I feel we're preparing for the big event. You know, we're changing, we're adapting, we're transforming so that we could be prepared for this big event that everybody's talking about to come in. I'm not quite sure what this big event is, and when I say it, I get an image in my head of like a huge, massive earth change. And in order to survive the earth change, you have to be adapted already. You have to be prepared already. Now, don't be surprised that after watching this video, in a few days, you might start to see things like orbs and flashes of light. If you're watching this video, it's because you were guided to do so. Unconsciously, you were guided here. Some way, somehow, you found my video and you're watching it. And my video will resonate with you some way, somehow. And if it doesn't, you shouldn't watch it. You just click out of it and go to another video, because it wasn't meant for you. Also, when we're guided, we are moving intuitively, and this may be the trigger that you needed to wake up spiritually. I activated you. I'm responsible for your activation in a cosmic way. And from here, you may watch, you know, more of my videos, or check out some people that helped me and triggered me. People like Aluna Ash, Taylor T, the Naughty Beaver, Plasma John Doe, he's amazing. Soothe the Glitch, another great guy. All these people are a part of my soul journey, and you know, they may be a part of yours too. This is how you guys find your soul family. And you know, if any of those names stuck out to you and piqued an interest, then go check out their channel. You know, I'll put their links in the description area down below of this video, so you can go check out their channel just to see if there's anything on their channel that will resonate with you. Just know you are being intuitively led to do so. So don't ignore that little voice. So if one of those names that I just mentioned sticks out for you, and it gave you like a little feeling in your throat or your tummy or in your heart, you just listen. That's like the spiritual nudge, giving you that little nudge. Or if you keep hearing the name repeating over and over in your ear or in your mind, that's your intuition, your higher self. So don't ignore that little voice. You need to learn to listen to that little voice. That's your intuition, your higher self, your future you. Your future you will never ever mislead you or guide you wrong. Now, if you do start to see flashes of light, I want to hear about it. I want to hear your experience. So email me or comment below, because I like watching other people's orb videos because it's exciting. I remember how exciting it was for me when I captured my first orb in an orb video. I thought it was so cool. The very first video, it was my cat chasing it around, and it was a speck of light, a speck of silver light. And then that speck of silver light um, multiplied in front of my eyes. It was one speck of light, and then all of a sudden it was two, and then two went to four. It was crazy. I have that on camera too. I have to dig that out. I think that's in my 2015. It had to be my very first video on this channel, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's one of my very first videos, because I thought it was so weird that I had to share it to see if anybody had ever experienced something like that. And I think that's how I met Plasma John Doe. And regarding your intuition and listening to it, I can help you guys tune into your intuition by doing intuitive learning exercises for your spirit, mental, and emotional bodies. I do these exercises on my Instagram. I do them on my Facebook group. If you would like to join, just let me know and I'll add you guys. I also do these myself. with my daughter. They're fun. I like doing them, and it's a great exercise. Or I got an idea, you guys. Better yet, would you guys like me to post a daily or maybe a weekly intuitive exercise here on my channel? If so, just let me know, and I'll do it. But I got to get enough people to respond so I know that I have a bunch of people interested. And if I do, then definitely I'll come up with some games, some not games, some exercises. I have a few good ones. It's a good way to expand your spiritual awareness. So let me know, you guys. Definitely comment down below if you're interested. We are all spirit. And I know you guys know this, especially if you are on this path and you are going through this awakening. I know you've heard this many times. We are all spirit, a spirit within a human vessel or avatar, a soul having a human experience. We are spirits here having a human experience living inside this vessel. You are a dualistic being, a being with both a physical body and a spiritual body. We must exercise both and take care of both to grow and expand both spiritually and physically. When you exercise your physical body, you expand energy, right? Right. Energy that you'll need to replenish and restore. Now, to do this, you could rest, which you should be doing anyways. Take a nice warm Epsom salt bath. But most likely, when you're trying to replenish your energy, you'll want to do things like eat more food or drink more water to replenish the lost and used energy. The more you work out, the more energy you consume to keep up with your energy spending. Well, when you spiritually awaken, you're exercising your spiritual muscles. Each day you move forward, you are going one step further along on this path, this trail. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a puzzle, and each time you lay down a puzzle piece, you start to see the bigger picture. Okay, as you move along on this journey. Now, to keep up with this extra energy spending, you need to take in more energy. Now, in high school or college, or if you took a course that required a certain amount of hours to get a certificate, maybe like a real estate course or something like that, you may remember the days of having to cram for that test. And maybe you did some intense studying, so you can do these tests, so you can pass these tests. Now, do you remember what it felt like after a day of cramming or studying? After a long day of learning and memorizing new information, you're beat, you're exhausted. As you open up spiritually, you're not only having a new experience or having a bunch of new experiences, but you're processing, understanding, and making sense of all of them as they come in. You're trying to make sense of everything that's going on. You expand both mentally and spiritual energy as you connect, learn, and grow. Your body is then going to need more calories and restoration time to keep up. One of the best ways to restore your cells and keep your cells replenished is by drinking more and more water. Agua, water. Drink your water. Not to mention, water itself is an energy conductor. Remember that. Drinking more water is just a sign that you're running more and more energy, regardless of whether it's spiritual or physical energy, okay? Eventually, your body will begin to normalize to this new amount of energy you use, and you may notice that your diet preferences and water use levels are higher or different than before your awakening. Just like think of yourself, um, or not think of yourself, but think of people that play sports, or an athlete or an Olympian or a marathon runner. They can't eat crap food and drink pop and just, have a poor diet. They have to change their diet, right? Right. They find that they have a new normal diet to keep up energetically. So they change the way they eat. And like them, you too will find a new normal as you increase and expand. So as you're going through this change and the shift, you may find that you're no longer interested in eating meat. Maybe you'll start to eat more vegetables and fruits instead. Um, Me personally, I still eat meat, but I did cut down a whole bunch. I tried to do the whole vegan thing and it was a total fail. I need meat in my diet, you guys. Um, but I did cut out a lot of pork. I did cut down on the red meat, and I do eat more chicken and fish. But I'm not a huge meat eater. Like I like a nice steak, but I also love a big fat salad. I love a nice fruit salad over a bag of chips. And I love drinking water, and I don't really drink too much soda pop. I do love my coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. So you're going to have a lot of changes happening in your life, and you're going to start noticing them. And a good thing that you could do is journaling. Journaling is excellent because in a year you can go back and read your journal and you can see just how far you came. And you'll start to notice these changes within yourself. If you change your diet and you start increasing your water intake, you will notice when you look in the mirror, your your skin will change. It'll start to glow and clear up. Your hair and nails and your body, everything will start to change, and it'll change for the better. You'll start looking lighter and healthier and happier. It's like the change from the inside starts to come through on the outside and show. And you'll start to feel it, physically feel it, and mentally feel it. And last but not least, spiritually feel it. And it's all an amazing feeling. 2019, you guys, is going to be amazing. It's going to be packed full of magic, okay? And when I say magic, I mean energy waves, shifts, and portal openings. Um, it's going to be manifesting madness. So watch your thoughts. Be careful what you think. No low vibrational thoughts. So watch your thoughts because uh, so many things have manifested for me, and it's pretty amazing. And there's some things that I've probably said in a low vibration, which, yeah, I don't want to say maybe. I did say them in a low vibration, and I manifested them. So just be careful what you say. Seriously, you don't want to manifest anything that you really don't want in your life. So watch your thoughts and pay attention to what you say and what you think, and maybe start writing down some intentions, some positive high vibration intentions, because it's going to be manifesting madness in 2019. Also, in 2019, more and more people will be awakening to their psychic and intuitive gifts. It will be much easier to tune into spirit, and dreams may be more prophetic than you've ever had. You should keep a dream journal too. That's something good, because a lot of messages come through in dreams and they don't really make a lot of sense, but everything is symbolic. So it's good to write your dreams down. That way you can see the message, and then you can figure out what it means symbolically, if that makes sense. There's a lot of magical energy around us this year. So use it wisely and align your will with the divine to help you manifest. Take care of your energy and remember to ground yourself. Get plenty of rest, eat clean, and drink plenty of water. And also, listen to your intuition. It will never steer you wrong. Listen to that little voice. It's guiding you. So before I wrap up this video, this is just a little reminder for those of you that don't know. I do numerology readings, and if you're interested in ordering a numerology report, you can do so. The link is in my description area down below. It's the PayPal link. And numerology is a passion of mine, you guys. I touched base a little bit on how I got into numerology on my numerology video that I posted on my page. It all started for me in 2002, 2003, the end of 2002 going into 2003. I felt like numbers were haunting me. I kept seeing the number 11, 9/11 to be exact. That was the first number synchronicity I saw everywhere. No matter if I even tried not to see these numbers by putting stuff in front of the clock so I couldn't see them. And then I got rid of digital clocks in my house and would only use the clock with the hand so I wouldn't see the 9/11. But then I started seeing them on license plates and on TVs and stuff like that. So that's a little bit of how I got into numerology, because it became a passion of mine. Now, for those of you that don't know, numerology is the deeper understanding of the esoteric knowledge of the symbols and vibrational energy and frequency that numbers hold. Like Pythagoras said, all things are number. What is your life path number? What does your date of birth say about you? What is your soul's calling? What does it all mean? How does it all work out for you? If you want to know, order a numerology report from me, a numerology reading. It's only $11.11. The report is about 10 to 12 pages long, and I email it to you. I literally decode your number frequency. We all have a number frequency. And I will decode what your number frequency is, and I will put in full detail what your life path number is and what it means for you. In this report, it will literally tell you what your abilities are and how to use them to your advantage, to your benefit. It will also give you insight on how to achieve more in your life, in this life. Your numerology report will also guide you, it will give you help to get you on the right path to make the right decisions. It will open up what your strengths are, and you'll be able to use this to your advantage consciously. And all this is for $11.11. It's literally an energy exchange. To order one of these numerology readings, you can email me, touched.by.11.angels@gmail.com. Again, all of this information is down below in the description area, my email address and my PayPal link. And if you'd like to donate to support me and my channel, you can do that by donating any karmic currency by clicking on my PayPal link that is provided in the description area down below. I also accept energy donations. Yes, energy donations. You can do that by writing me. My address is also down below in the description area. Send me a simple hello, hey, how you doing? You can draw me a picture. You can send me a flower crushed up in a card, smushed, flattened out, anything. Energy donations. I take energy donations. I know that sounds crazy to some of you, but energy donations are the best donations. All right, guys, remember, we're not physical beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Sending you guys all many, many blessings and lots of love and lots of light. Mwah!